In his day job, Richard is a successful IT manager, but in his spare time, he's managed to become among the best in the world at the World Rally Championship 3 game for Sony's PlayStation. With amazingly realistic models of 126 stages from last year's World Championship and 19 cars to choose from, the game is state-of-the-art. And so is Richard's driving. In internet competitions, he's beaten players from the rest of Europe and America.
So, he's a bloke who lives at home with his mum playing computer games. Big deal. Well, what separates young Richie boy from your average bedroom racer is that he's moved from games to the real thing, and he's not doing too badly either.
In fact, using a combination of his own cash and sponsorship, he's got himself a drive in £150,000 worth of WRC Subaru Impreza, once driven by Richard Burns, no less. Later in the year, he'll be driving it for real on the Cardiff Docks Rally stage of Wales Rally GB, one of his favourites in the game, that's just a few miles down the road from his home. I caught up with him as he was gently familiarising himself with the Cardiff stage. So how do you make the break from game to reality?
Thought one day that if I could drive a computer-generated car, maybe I should have a go at driving a real one. Went to the rally school, 2 months later doing my first rally.
And so, did you enter into a championship?
Yeah, I did the Welsh Rally Championship in a production class Subaru, and was leading the production class for most of the year, and then unfortunately finished second.
So what happened after that?
I did the Network Q Rally in Great Britain, and managed to finish that when a couple of the big guys, Marcus Gronholm and Richard Burns, went out, so I can say I beat them as well.
How does it compare to the game?
Well, in some ways there are quite a few similarities. The dynamics of driving the cars are actually very similar. But of course, the thing you don't have in real life is a reset button when things go wrong.
So the question is Richard quicker at home or on the track?
Well, it's immediately apparent that real life is slower, and that's not down to Richard's driving. In the game, you don't have to slow down so much for surface changes or obstacles. And on this stage, the game misses out a couple of jumps and has a shorter bridge. And of course, you can make as many mistakes as you like in the game, but it's different in reality.
Oh, man.
Well, has this put you off?
No.
But does it suggest to you that it's not quite as easy as it might seem on the computer
It's
game?
definitely not as easy, and this is the time when, if this was a game, it'd be the reset button. But having said that, I'm not going to give up just because this has happened. So we'll see where we are at the end of the season, because this is a season. As long as we can get it going, we'll see where it finishes.
That's the spirit, Richard. You know what I'm most pleased as well is that just before this happened, I got out, and that's all down the side where I would have been sitting. So thank you very much, Richard.
I did my best.
Yeah, great. Thank you that I wasn't in there. Cheers, Richard.
Still filming?
On closer inspection, the damage wasn't quite as bad as it looked, and a determined Richard wasn't going to waste the opportunity of a day's practice.
But if rallying isn't your bag, there are plenty of other games that can prepare you for real driving. So maybe our race and rally stars of the future will come not from the traditional training ground of karting, but from the twilight world of computer gaming.